I love the culture and I love the people. I love my country, and that is one of the main reasons why I support Errol and all his endeavors, because he has this country at heart. What he is doing here today speaks volumes, and it is an encouragement to those who may have fallen into that situation that he found himself in, and that he's demonstrating to them that there's hope. There's hope that if he can do it, you can do it with that determination. And that is what Errol is all about, and I will always support him.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
What are you doing for the rest of the day? Are you sticking this out right through to Port of Spain?
Yeah, I'm sticking it out. I'm going straight to Port of Spain. If it takes me until 4 tomorrow, I'm right there to give them 100% support, all the support he need. I'm right there because I said I'm going to do this. First of all, I said I was just going to make it halfway, and then when I talked to myself, I said, self, this wouldn't be right. I need to go all the way. And I decided I'm going to go all the way and make it out with him, make it through with him.
Now you have food here. I've seen you serving the Coast Guards, and so Errol's daughters pass through, other walkers and so on. Is this part of the Point 14 effort? Is this your personal thing?
Well, I went out and I asked some of the caterers in Point if they can. I wanted to do something. I know we would end up in the situation with like this. So I asked them, I said, can you please assist me in making certain things? And they said, it's not a problem, we do anything, And some of them went, they some made baked pumpkin saltfish. One girl, Liz, she did the baked saltfish. My mom, my dad, Mr. Bacchus, he did the pumpkin. The broth we all had earlier on, they had earlier on Mirror, he made it. And some guys from C just bought the ingredients. And Passy's also had breakfast down there. They also made stuff and brought up in Guapo. And, I say, you're going on a walk and you're not sure what you're going to have or what you're going to eat or the pit stops. You don't want to be buying stuff on the road. So I say, you know what, to make life easier for everybody, let me organize and prepare for everybody and eat and have a good time and enjoy the day, enjoy the walk and everything.
Well, I'd like to thank you on behalf of all of us, because as we know, one of the ways women have always shown their love is through food. And I think in this case, this is exactly what you've done. And thank you so much.
You're most welcome, Angela.
All right, Errol has just emerged from wherever he was resting as he prepares to start his next leg. We're seeing him being greeted by a number of people. He's still not talking, but the old Naps boys have come out to greet him. Chris and Errol are kind of meeting again. Sort of for this leg, we haven't seen much of Errol. He's been up in front. The pace that we've been keeping, I have to say, with this walk has been fast, and we were thinking, oh my gosh, it's because the regiment are here and the Coast Guard are here and they're so fit, and they're not realizing that the rest of us aren't fit. This is a fast pace, only to discover that actually Errol is setting the pace. He's the one that is walking at that steady but fast pace. So clearly, even though he hasn't had much of a chance to somebody's kissing my hand, that's why I'm making those funny things. Come and talk to me. Although he hasn't had much of a chance to really prepare for this physically, clearly he's done it mentally, but not physically. He's clearly in good physical shape because he's walking really fast. How are you doing?
I'm doing quite all right, Magella.
Have you been walking?
No, I just traveling because I just want to see you and see you walk. I enjoy seeing you walk, Magella. And from this morning I saw you on the TV, I said, well, oh, Magella in shape, so I know she would make the whole walk. So I would come and catch you down the track.
You know the walk isn't about me.
I know who it's about. I know Errol for a long while. I've spoken to him. I know what the walk is about. But I just walked to see Magella walk.
Okay. And how's Errol looking?
Oh, He's looking fit and ready like he's... I am so happy that he has made this walk because there are a lot of people out here who have been recovering from whatever substances, and I think it's a good thing that he is doing this to let them get strength and know then that they are not alone.
Errol again is warming up now. He's beginning to get ready for the next leg. He's having to work out any kind of aches or pains or stiff muscles that he might have in his legs. He has now walked, he's now been walking for, wow, how many hours is that? We started off at midnight and it's now what time? It's 12, so that's how many hours? 10, that's 12 hours. He's been walking for 12 hours, and that's a hell of a lot of time. He still refuses to talk, which is very good because it means his mind is completely set on his purpose. This is a phenomenal goal that he has set himself, to walk for 24 hours in silence, to keep his own counsel, and to make it to Port of Spain. We must be there by midnight. We're hoping to see lots more people come out as we head behind the bridge, come back round, go through Belmont, hit the Savannah, walk around the Savannah, meet up with the President and the Mayor of Port of Spain and other friends and family, of course. But long before we do that, we have to make it to Arima. We hope we're going to see Mr. Bielik, some of the Gael family, lots of friends along the way. I don't want to think about this, but this is one hell of a challenge. But I know we're going to make it. Good morning, sir. You're part of the walk.
I am Dr. Omar Ali, and I'm an assistant medically in whatever medical conditions come up, but I hope not.
So you are volunteering to do this for anybody who has any ailments along the way?
As well, but particularly Errol Fabian. And we wish him all the best. I know he'll complete it in good health.
How is he so far?
Very good. We are examining him across here in the private doctor's office, Dr. Ramtahal, and he's in good shape. He's very good. Yes. Very good, considering that, the marathon that he has accomplished halfway by now. I am sure he'll be good.
So you are going to be doing this throughout the...
I will do a leg for the next 3 hours, and another doctor will take over after that.
This is so wonderful. Thank you so much.
Everybody's assisting. It's a wonderful idea, and Errol is a remarkable citizen of Trinidad and Tobago.
Do you know him before, or you know him through TV?
No, I only know him through the newspaper and all the charitable organizations that he's assisted and what he believes in.
It's so beautiful that you should do this. Any advice for any of the other walkers or people who might be watching who are planning to come out later in terms of how to keep themselves well on the walk?
Oh, they should be wearing proper footwear to start with, proper clothes. They should be well hydrated, and at this time of the day, I think they should wear headwear for heat stroke prevention.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye. I have just found somebody who's clearly very important because he's an old NAPS boy, and I know Naparima College is something very dear to Errol's heart. How are you, sir?
Fine, thank you. Fine, thank you. Great feeling to be here with Errol, supporting him and all these people here.
Yes. Is everything that Errol says about NAPS true?
Everything Errol said about NAPS is true. Our alma mater here, the school we all revere, and it's helped us to be what we wanted to be.
Why are you out here today?
Because I believe in what Errol is doing. I believe that the country needs right now something to gel around. We need leadership. We need something to focus on. And this is good. We need love. And this is what Errol is about, love. And perhaps the most important thing for me is that Errol coming here and not doing something for himself. He's quiet, he's not talking, he's doing it for us, for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And this is what we need.
Okay, I had said before, that I was saying goodbye to everyone. It wasn't really a goodbye because it was very important to speak to you. I know everyone will want to look back at this and know that the NAPS boys were here in full strength. Any particular message for him as a former NAPS boy?
Yeah, the message for him is what we learned, what NAPS taught us, to be strong, to do what is right. Let's keep going. This walk should be the start and not the end. It should be the beginning of something for the whole country. And for the rest of the year, we should be walking somehow. Somehow we should be doing this walk in our minds. Right. Thank you. Yeah.
Shoot.
Well, let's go.
You have to walk a little faster now.
Right, now move on. Let's go. Walk. Wait. Keep half of the road.
We know that God is one, and truth is one, but the wise people call him by many names. And today we ask that whatever form you can relate to God, whether you call God Ganesh, Rama, Krishna, Durga Ma, the Christ, Allah, it matters not. The most important thing is that you call. Let us all join with love in our hearts and with devotion. Please join as we pray.
Good morning to you, sir.
Morning.
What brings you here this morning?
Well, I decided that I will do the leg from Montrose Junction to Chin Chin. As you know, I was not very well, so the feet, But I must do it because I am proud of Errol. I've known Errol for many years. I know Errol the up and the down. And I have listened to Errol testify some years ago at the St. Mary's Hall. And I knew that he was determined, and he has proven it. 20 years drug-free is a fantastic achievement. And you can only do that with determination. You can only do that resisting temptation. Fortunately for me, I've had the experience of doing voluntary work for 2 years at Ward 8 in Port of Spain Hospital and up at Cora with addicts, both alcoholic and with drugs, cocaine and so on. And certainly it is very easy to slip, very, very easy to slip. And for him to hold that, right, it says something. I think that he cares a lot, I know he cares a lot for his children. And his children would have been also a motivating factor so that he has achieved tremendously. And this is an example. And as we all know, he is walking in silence. And that is another you are seeing the kind of discipline. For it is only a disciplined mind can begin to overcome the question of addiction. Right?
Amoroso.
Where are we exactly right now?
We're in Enterprise. We just crossed into Enterprise. We're approaching the Angel Harp Spaniard and where was the Goldfinger spread along the Southern Main Road in Enterprise.
Why have you joined this march?
I joined it because I believe that if we are to develop as a people in the way in which we should develop, we all have to do what we can. And I think Errol's story is inspiring in many ways, not just his personal story, but what Gael as a station has done. I know it's not a Gael initiative, but what he did through Gael with others, and including Chris Laird and so on. And I think that the fact that he's trying to touch the entire nation is important. I think that we as a people need to start standing up for whatever issue we believe in and taking direct action. The time for passivity has ended. We have many social and other ills facing our country, and we have to start standing up and telling whoever the powers that be, listen, we want some action now.
In addition to which, we all have friends and family who have been affected in some way by drugs. It's not always narcotics. It's not always illegal drugs. But the problems of addiction are very, very widespread, and they have in some way touched all of us. And we need to raise the awareness of issues such as these, because no one issue acts in isolation. For example, with the closure of Caroni Limited, the care centre in Central really has been suffering. And that was the main, if not the only, rehab centre for the people of Central Trinidad. And I want to highlight things like this. And I want to use this opportunity to highlight the things that affect us in Central. But also as a national issue, it's important. I support the initiative. I think it's very, very worthwhile. And I think when things happen, especially when they happen in our communities, we cannot sit back and hope that others will do for us. We have to do for ourselves. And I am all about the individual development through the individual, development through the individual in one's community, and then we can develop nationally. And that's why I think this is an excellent initiative and I support it.
Do you have concerns about specific areas in your constituency that are particularly affected by drug pushing and drug abuse and so on?
Sure. Throughout the entire constituency, drug abuse is an issue. Because like everywhere else, nothing is isolated. Some things are more obvious and in your face in some areas than others. But you have high-class drug use, which is a different kind of drug use to what we would call the piper and so on. Right here in Enterprise, every time the police talk about a lockdown in the Laventil-Mova area, they say, well, you have to watch out in Enterprise because criminals come down here. Enterprise itself is a hotbed, but it must not be stigmatized only as that. Because you see right across the road from us is the Tropical Angel Harp Spaniard. It is a paniard, it is a pan movement which has been organized by the community. It is the only large band without a major sponsor. So that there's a lot of good right here, and I believe that through initiatives such as these, we can encourage the good people who outnumber significantly all the bad people. Encourage them to come out and stand up and win in whatever way. Help a neighbor, help a friend, help a relative, or help the community. So that while I'm concerned about particular areas, I think that we need to look at things more holistically, and we need to use whatever little skills, talents, initiative we each have to go out there and do something that will in turn inspire others somehow, some way. Yeah?
Okay, we are with the mayor of Orima, Mr. Adrian Cabrales. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are you?
All right, I'm good. How do you feel to be part of the Freedom Walk?
This is really a powerful statement being made in our country as far as the drug situation is concerned. And I'm happy to be a part of this exercise with Errol, and certainly an icon in our country, one who has walked the walk. And he certainly has the right to talk the talk, even though it is in silence. The statement is powerful.
And we're on Eastern Main Road. It's hot, but people are walking. Hundreds of people have come out to support Errol Fabian and his Freedom Walk, 20 years drug-free. And one of the people is this lady here from the Rotary Club in St. Joseph. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
How far have you been walking from?
We started off in Arima. Okay.
And how's it been going for you so far?
It's been going just wonderful.
Yeah?
Yes.
Why are you out here today?
Okay, being the president of the Rotary Club of Maracas St. Joseph, I just thought it was fitting that the club get involved because we're all about community and about developing a change. And this year, our Rotary theme is Rotary Shares. And I say, why not share it with Errol at this point in time so we can walk with him? Not only that, in addition, he is a resident of St. Joseph. And
so is this community coming out to support him in a way?
Yes. Yes.
No, we're marching for the end of drug abuse in Trinidad and Tobago. Are drugs a problem in your community? Is this something that you find that the Rotary Club is having to address among the young people in your community?
Not really, and if it is what we have heard of other people.
Right.
And so when we hear the cry of other people, and this is a way of trying to heal the nation, because a lot of the problems that we see in the nation at this point in time develop from drugs. You know, so in order for us to change the society, we have to participate in anything that's positive.
I think it's a great achievement because some people can't go that far, and it's kind of, well, as far as I know, it's hard to come off of like coke and things. So I think it's something that's very good for him to achieve, and it shows he have great character and stuff like that.
How far have you been walking from?
Mausica. And we out of breath already. Maloney Women's Group and the Senior Citizens Group from Maloney.
That's great.
Yes, so we gave our pledge and we decided to come out and walk also. Although we are 60 and 60 something plus.
But we're looking very good for 60 something plus. You look at you. So where are we now? Where he is?
Aruka.
So we're in Aruka and we're walking into Bonaire. Why are you all out here today in this hot sun?
To identify with the cause, right? Because, I mean, I think most of us have some relative or so on who on drugs, right? And if Errol could do it, it's a sort of hope, right? So I hope we could find a solution to those, so they could get enlightenment and do likewise. At least start the process of getting off of the drugs,
You want to say something?
No, we thank you very much for identifying us, and not just identifying us, because we know in Maloney we have the whole drug system also. So we are hoping that between both of us, the Senior Center and the Maloney Women's Group, that we'll be able to do something and show that Errol is a beacon they can follow.
And certainly the elders in a community have a serious role to play in terms of saying to the younger people,
We do have a serious role, and we are taking it one day at a time, but we are enjoying it.
Great.
Yes.
It's good to see you all out here. We are approaching Arima Old Road, the fork in the road there between Arima Old Road and Eastern Main Road. And very glad to see on the walk Mr. Andy Johnson, who is a mentor to me in the media fraternity. Andy, how's the walk going?